Hey guys, welcome back to our wonderful garden here in Melbourne, Australia, where we have new growth coming. Wow, at the end of autumn, only days away from winter. That's amazing, right? And this mango tree is in the ground and it's uncovered, unprotected. And last night we had 3.5 Celsius. Yeah, I'm talking about the Glen mango. So we have a beautiful day today here in Melbourne. I have my sidekick with me, Pure Bliss, and we're going to be harvesting again. One wonderful harvest after the next. So what are we harvesting today, Miss Bliss?
Well, we just finished sweet potatoes, Jerusalem artichokes, green beans, dandelion leaves, choco leaves, and sweet potato leaves. And now we're getting some lemongrass, some Vietnamese mint, some Thai basil for the soup tonight, and eggplant. And we're going to pick some white sapotes and mandarins.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
Thank you, George.
Hey, I thought I was Genius George.
Yes, thank you, Genius George.
I'll forgive her this time, guys. So we're picking this, that, and whatever, right? A little bit of everything, guys. These are the pineapple guavas, also known as feijoa. And we've picked at least 100, maybe 200 of these, and there's another 100 left on the tree. Every day, every single day, we get at least a dozen of these falling. And if I was to shake the tree, look, right? Yeah. That's literally how easy it is to pick food when you grow your own. And not only are you picking your own food, you're breathing fresh air and moving your body, right? Stretching. What a gorgeous day. See how low the sun is in winter? Wow. It's at the same height as the trees. See what the bird did to this one? That one we don't eat. We discard. Yeah, when you grow your own, everything is on your terms. No one else's. No, these are too big to hold. Okay, the one I touched fell as I walked away. So, in my opinion, this is my opinion, there's nothing more fun than picking what goes into your belly. Picking your own food that goes into your belly. That's 100% control of your health. It's like you know what it's like? It's like comparing someone who's free to walk to the park and exercise, and someone who's inside a cage or in prison who can't get out. That's the comparison with growing your own food. See, when they don't come off, I don't force them off. Only when I want to come off. That way I know it's at ideal ripeness. And like I said, we've had over 200 of these. Pineapple guava. There's just too many. And this is one tree, right? We have 3 more trees. Guys, why not? You might say, who's going to eat all the food? Can't you sell them? We're going to eat them all, and no, we're not going to sell them. Because guys, we fill our bellies every day with as much fruit as we can stuff right? Instead of stuffing our face with bread or with cheese, we stuff our face with fruit. Hello? Okay, I've already picked at least 10 bowls of white sapote in the months of April and May. And now at the end of May, guys, we still have over 100 to pick. So yeah, it is overkill, but that's just the way it turned out. I wasn't planning on growing so much because 10 years ago when I started growing these, there was not much information about them regarding regarding anything. It's like, all the best, good luck to you. It's not like citrus or bananas that everyone is familiar with. Nobody knows about white sapote outside of Mexico and Southern California, which is where they're native. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Straight off the tree. My sidekick is helping me today. Thank you, sidekick.
Oh, lemongrass.
Yep, let's get some lemongrass. Grass, guys, not grass. Right?
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Get some lemongrass.
Yeah. So I've only planted this like 3 months ago, so it's not very thick. But for tonight's soup, what kind of soup are we having?
We're going to have some kind of Thai soup. I don't know.
Okay.
It might just be my own creation.
Ah.
But it's going to be Thai.
Mm.
I have all the Thai herbs.
Yeah. Okay. So we got
I don't think you grew galangal.
galangal. No, I tried galangal about 5 years ago. It doesn't like the cold at all. Galangal is very, very cold sensitive, guys. Yeah, I mean, you can grow it in pots and bring the pots in. But I just want to do everything in the ground outdoors. As much as I can. Is that enough?
Yes. It's plenty.
Okay.
Some Vietnamese mint and some Thai basil too.
Okay. So this Vietnamese mint, it's also known as Vietnamese coriander. It's really, really good. It's one of those herbs that grows on you. Initially, it's a little spicy or peppery or sour. But guys, you get used to it. You get used to it. It also depends how you cook it, right? I just grab it all together with the stem and all. Not the hard stem, not down here where it's hard, but the tips that are soft, right? Yeah. I'll grab another white sapote. I know that a lot more already. Kim wants to go inside and start cooking. And that's fair enough. She's the cook. I'm just here for I'm here for the fun, right? If you're not having fun, well, back to the drawing board. Find something else to do. And for me, this is the most fun that I have ever had. Well, there's also the 1% negativity, right? When things go sideways, like storms or cyclones if you're in Queensland, or floods if you're in Brisbane, right? Luckily we don't get floods here, but we get bushfires. We get fires here in Victoria. So wherever you are, there's going to be something to spoil the fun. I'll go back to the white sapotes later. There's a lot more. There's like 10 more to pick. We're just going to wrap it up with these mandarins for you guys. As you can see, these are huge, right? They're as big as an orange. This is the Japanese mandarin, and look how soft the skin is. It's not cling, it doesn't cling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off with a cutter so I don't rip it off. And that way it'll preserve longer on the counter or in the bowl instead of ripping it off with a peel hanging off it, right? It's just a tip. So I'm gonna pick a few more. Not the ones that are green on top. See how that one's green? There's a bit of green there. I mean, that's fine too. I mean, these are all of these are ready to eat. But if you want to be really fanatical, then you leave this ones alone. See this one? You leave it alone. That one's not ready, but you can still eat. I've eaten them like this, and they're juicy and sweet. They're fine. They're just not 100%. They're 80%, right? So again, it all depends on you. All right, so I picked the ones at the top here, and there we are there, guys. So that's life here, guys, at Fruitopia with Kim and George, or Genius George and Pure Bliss, our nicknames. Or Banana Daddy. I've had many names in the past and they keep evolving. We're gonna pick the peppers. She's gonna make a pizza soon. Peppers, or we call these capsicums in Australia, bell peppers, right? And some eggplants for the vegetarian pizza. Yeah. And that's today's video, guys. Oh, what a beautiful day. As I've said, even though it's really cold at night, you get beautiful days like this. See how there's nothing moving? It's so unlike what it normally is. Normally it's windy in Melbourne all year, but the last month I've never seen it so still. Very out of the norm to see all this stillness for a whole month. Wow, what's going on? I hope it doesn't mean that we're gonna get knocked around in the next wave of weather, right? Like from one extreme to the other extreme. A month of wind still and a month of traumatic storms. Let's cross our fingers that we don't get that here. That's the last thing we want. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go around now and picking some more white sapotes. Thanks for watching. Kim's already in the kitchen, slicing and cutting different ingredients from the garden: potatoes, sweet potatoes, silver beet, eggplants, all the herbs, the spices. We like Thai food, Cambodian food, Vietnamese food, Indian, Sri Lankan, Malaysian, Indonesian, Chinese. They're our favorite dishes in the whole world. Sorry, but not sorry to my Greek roots. Even though I have Greek roots, my favorite food is Asian, not Greek. And the reason, guys, is the Asians are vegetarian friendly with their dishes, whereas the Greeks aren't. The Greeks and Italians love their meat. Way too much meat for our liking. Okay, even though the national dish of Greece is vegan, which is an oxymoron, fasolada is vegan. That's the national dish of Greece. It's bean soup. But other than fasolada, 99% of the other Greek dishes have meat in them. Heavy meat. That's ready. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up now. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video from subtropical Melbourne, Australia. You heard right. And the reason why it's subtropical, guys, is because of what I'm growing. It's what I'm growing here. So my neighbor can't say he's in subtropical Melbourne because he's only growing flowers and lawn, grass. Right? That's not subtropical. So you determine where you live according to your dream or idea or garden. Bye guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel too. Bye bye now. Wow, it looks like a morgue. Yeah, well, you can check back in my past videos to see what's going on here with all these tree covers, and you'll know why.